Hey, what's up, y'all? 2024 was a great year for horror, and we had many bangers come out. So as we go into 2025, I'm hoping we can keep this streak up, and hopefully it's another great year for horror. But today, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 most anticipated movies for this year. And there are a ton of movies that come out and they say, oh, this movie's coming out this year. And then it's December and we realize they lied. So I will be trying to talk about the ones that have a definite release date and the ones that have a definite release of 2025. So some of the movies you've heard of might not be on here, but that's just because I don't know if they're actually coming out or if they're just pulling our leg. But without further ado, let's get right into my most anticipated horror movies of 2025. For an honorable mention, we have Insidious, which doesn't have a release date, but they say it is for sure coming out in 2025. The title, the specific, we had Insidious Red Door, we had Insidious The Last Key. I don't think the secondary title, or whatever you want to call it, the full title hasn't been fully released. And in all honesty, a lot like the plot synopsis also hasn't been released. So we really have no idea what is going to be going on in this movie. And I couldn't even begin to tell you. The franchise started out hot. I really am a fan of the original Insidious. But at this point, I don't know why we're still making Insidious movies, but I can't say I'm not intrigued. So I am anticipating it, and I want to see where they're gonna go, what they're gonna do with this Dalton storyline with his dad, and I honestly just don't know. So I'm intrigued. I can say that. So I guess they do have the plot synopsis, and it's Insidious. It's gonna be called Thread. So I don't know, I guess I missed this, but it says it is about a couple who uses a spell to travel back in time to prevent their daughter's death. And I don't know. Yeah, we're doing magic tricks, we're taking spells. Is there going to be a witch? I don't know, very interesting, but we'll just see. We'll see what this one's got, but it's our honorable mention. For number 10, I have Fear Street, Prom Queen, which also doesn't have a date, but it's coming out in 2025, of course. I love the trilogy from 2021 they have with this Fear Street from the novels from R.L. Stine. And, from those trilogies sold me. So if they're going to release a movie, I'm going to be pretty excited about it. They weren't too scary. They weren't, they were more like some PG movies, but they were fun. And I had fun with them. I think I watched them on vacation in Florida, so that's probably why I liked them. Maybe they suck, but I had a good time watching them, and I'm just excited to see where they're going with this Prom Queen. I have no idea what it's going to be about, but we can base it off of the novel, and it says the story revolves around the high school prom where the It girls are fiercely competing for the Prom Queen title. But when an unexpected outsider is nominated, the other candidates start mysteriously vanishing, leading to a terrifying series of murders as the night unfolds, forcing the students to uncover the secrets behind the killings before it's too late. So, that sounds like a fun story. And, I'm excited, and so it's coming in here at number 10. At number 9, we have I Know What You Did Last Summer, and it comes out July 19th, 2025. As far as I know, it's a remake or requel or legacy sequel. I don't know, it hasn't really been confirmed, so it should have the same plot as the original movie, but if not, a group of friends are once again terrorized by a stalker who is aware of a deadly secret from their past, most likely involving a hit-and-run accident. They cover it up, leading to a series of gruesome attacks by a vengeful killer wielding a hook as they try to uncover the identity of their tormentor. I know it might be a hot take, but I'm actually a fan of that original, and a lot of people don't actually like it, but I had great fun watching it, and I thought it was just something you can chill and watch, and just watch a fun story. It's not going to scare you, it's not going to make you think too much, but it's definitely a fun, entertaining story that kind of takes some pieces from Scream, and who doesn't love Scream? So I don't know, I've always liked this movie, so I'm excited to see what they do with this requel, but I really don't know, because I haven't seen the rest of the franchise, the sequels. I heard they weren't worth my time, but I'll check those out eventually, hopefully before this movie comes out. But for right now, it's coming in at number 9. At number 8, we have Final Destination Bloodlines, which comes out May 16th, 2025. So this reportedly has Tony Todd, so rest in peace. I'll be excited to see him on the screen. And I've seen these movies, the past 1 through 5. This is the 6th movie, but it's going to be called Bloodlines. So I don't know, I think it's got something to do with the medical field, but the plot is unavailable this time. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. But I haven't seen these movies in a while, so I think I'll have to go back and rewatch those before this one comes out. But I'm excited because who doesn't like Final Destination? I mean, they got bangers. They got bangers, and the thing I think about all the time, I don't know which movie it was in, but when the log comes out of that truck and kills the guy while he's driving behind him, I think about that a lot. So Final Destination Bloodlines is coming here at number 8. At number 7, we have Presence, which comes out January 24th, 2025. A family moves into a new home, and then they become convinced they are not alone. So that's, the classic ghost story, move into a house, it's haunted. But I'm very excited for this because it is going to be filmed through the entity's POV. Now that is very interesting. It has never been done before, unless I am unaware that it has been done, but as far as I know, it has not been done, and that is very interesting. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this, but it is coming out in January, and as we all know, usually January movies aren't very good, but hopefully this can flip the script and actually be a banger. But I'm very excited. I think it's going to be taking a lot of inspiration from In a Violent Nature from last year, with it following the killer's POV and Johnny, as we all saw that last year. If you check that out, it was an interesting movie, but we all knew this was coming. It was going to start inspiring other subgenres to try to follow that. And here we have Presence coming to try to tackle that idea of following an entity, following the entity's POV. So for me, I think that's probably going to take away a lot of the scare factor, I feel, if there was any. But I have heard people have been walking out of the theater. Walking out of it, yeah, we hear this every time, but I'm still gonna get hyped for it either way. I'd like to think it's good, even though if they had an Elmo horror movie and they wanted to market it, they would just say everyone walked out of the theater because it was too scary. But some people are saying Presence gets really intense and hard to believe because it's through the entity's POV. But I mean, there's only one way to find out, so I'm pretty excited to check it out. And Presence is coming in here at number 7. At number 6, we have The Black Phone 2, which comes out October 17th, 2025. The plot is under wraps for this, so we really don't know too much, and I don't know where they're going to go from the first movie, but I have to be excited because I love the first so much. I thought it was a great movie. It wasn't too scary, but it was a great movie. It locked you in, and I was like, it's a great, well-done movie, and it was beautiful, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the second one, even though I'm not going to say I think it's going to be good. I have low hopes for it, but I am excited. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go from here with the villain not being around anymore? Like, what are you going to do? I just really have no clue where they're going to go, what direction they're going to take this, so I'm interested to find out. It's also coming out October 17th, which is very close to Halloween. So if you release a movie close to Halloween, it better be good. So if it's not good, I'm probably going to be hating on it a lot, because that's a sacred time. That is a sacred time for us horror movie lovers. Halloween time is our birthday for all of us. And if you're going to drop a movie a week before Halloween almost, it better be good. So Black Phone 2 coming in here at number 6. At number 5, we have 28 Years Later, which comes out June 20th, 2025. A group of survivors of the Rage virus lives on in a small island. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the mainland, he finds secrets, wonders, and horrors that have mutated not only the infected, but the other survivors. Now, I am not the biggest fan of zombie horror movies, but I have heard this franchise is really the best to do it. And I have not watched these two movies, as I heard this one was coming out. So I waited, and I'm gonna, a healthy month in advance, watch the first 2 before this movie, so I'm fresh and I know what's going on. And I heard the director's coming back for this, so I can't say what that means to me, because obviously I haven't seen the first 2 movies, but I heard that's pretty good news for everyone that is a fan of this franchise. 28 days later, 28 months later, I think so, yeah. Nope. I'm pretty excited for this movie, and I'm excited for like that watch party that I'm going to be having with watching the 3 movies pretty much in the same month. So also, it comes out in June, which is usually a pretty good month, so it should be a banger, but we can't get our hopes up. So it's coming here at number 5. At number 4, we have Clown in a Cornfield, which comes out May 9th, 2025. A fading Midwestern town in which Friendo the Clown, a symbol of bygone success, reemerges as a terrifying scourge. We really never get clown movies, at least ones that are higher budget, well done, and good. So I'm pretty excited for this. As you know, I'm a huge fan of it, whether it is the mini-series or the 2017 version, or not the part 2, but, you know, we don't got to talk about that. But it's kind of it's kind of feeling like it, with, you know, a small town and a clown. You know, I think clown antagonists intrigue me, and I'm excited for this. I'm really excited for this. This is based off of a book written by Adam Cesar. I don't know if I said that right, but I've not read the book. So it's going to be a fresh look at this story for me, and I'm pretty excited. I like clowns as antagonists. Hopefully they make them scary and they have good character design with them. And I'm excited to check this one out. So Clown in a Cornfield is coming here at number 4. At number 3, we have The Conjuring, Last Rites, which comes out September 5th, 2025. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren take on one last terrifying case involving mysterious entities they must confront. So that just sounds like every movie that they've done. But, the Conjuring franchise, I have kind of a hot take. That's why it's so far on this list. I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of my guilty pleasure. I realize it's not the best, but I really like it because it was kind of my introduction into horror with The Conjuring and Annabelle. Those were kind of the first movies that kind of got me interested, so I always have a love for them. And, you know, even though The Nun's probably my least favorite out of the franchise, I don't think that's a hot take or anything. It is directed by Michael Chavez, who made The Nun 2, The Devil Made Me Do It, and The Curse of La Llorona, or La Llorona. You know what I'm saying. So those aren't the greatest movies in the franchise, and people aren't the biggest fans of Michael Chavez, but every time a new Conjuring movie comes out, I'm going to have hope for it, and hope it brings me some nostalgia, brings me back to when I first got into horror. So, you know, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad yet. I want to see it first, and this is supposedly the last movie in the franchise, so I'm gonna be excited for it. I'm ready to see it. And, you know, don't let me down, Michael. Don't let me down. But The Conjuring, Last Rites is coming here at number 3. At number 2, we have The Monkey, which comes out February 21st, 2025. When 2 twin brothers, Bill and Hal, find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start. The siblings decide to throw away the toy and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. This is based off a Stephen King novel, and, you know, Stephen King, it's hit and miss. It's hit and miss, but I'm coming off of last year when I really enjoyed Salem's Lot. So I'm hoping this is a banger, and I have really high hopes for this because Osgood Perkins is directing it, and I think James Wan's producing it also. So those are 2 good names to hear in a movie, and especially connected to a great story, which it's Stephen King. It's going to be a good story. It's just how's it going to get delivered to us? That's the only worry we have. So I'm excited. You know, the plot, it doesn't say too much yet, which also has me excited because as long as the trailer doesn't ruin the movie, but I don't like when plots they just tell you what's happening. Like, you stop ruining the movie, man. And the trailers suck too, so I'm not going to watch the trailer. I'm going to go into this blind, and hopefully it's a banger. I really enjoyed Osgood Perkins and when he directed Longlegs last year, so I'm hoping he can continue greatness with that. So The Monkey coming in here at number 2. And my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2025 is Frankenstein, which doesn't have a specific date, but of course it's coming out in 2025. Frankenstein's monster, who is believed to have died in a fire 40 years before, is tracked down in order to continue the experiments of Dr. Victor Frankenstein. Now, everyone knows the story of Frankenstein. It's been told forever. There's been many movies done on it. But the reason I'm so excited for this in particular, I heard they were going to be creating more movies off this. This wasn't just going to be a one drop. There was going to be, maybe they get into Bride of Frankenstein and things like that. But the number one reason I am so excited about this movie is it's got Mia Goth. She has become a great actress in the horror community, and with Maxine, with X, with Pearl, she is really good. She's really good, and any movie she's a part of, I enjoy. So I really don't see me not liking Frankenstein unless something terribly wrong goes down in this movie, and with the directing and everything. Like, there's no way they mess it up. There's no way you can mess up a movie with Mia Goth. She is honestly one of my favorite actresses, and I'm pretty excited for this. And on top of a iconic Frankenstein story, I mean, everyone in the world, honestly, I wouldn't say everyone in the world, but a lot of people were forced to at least read the book and know the story. So this is a well-known story, and I think I'm not the only one excited about this, but Frankenstein's coming in here at number 1. So that's going to do it. Those are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025. And like I said, I tried to name the ones that are confirmed, and we know for sure they're coming out. But as we know, whenever the year goes, the ones that are confirmed in January, there's many more added on to them throughout the year. So there might be some bangers added along the way. But for now, what we know, these are my top 10. And I'm pretty excited. I want to watch a lot more movies than I did last year. 2025, I'm gonna have a nice long list of horror movies, hopefully, that I can rank at the end of the year. And I'm excited. I'm hopeful. Last year was a great year. Hopefully this year continues that. But we're just gonna have to wait and find out. Let me know what y'all thought about this video down in the comments below. Let me know your most anticipated movie of 2025. Let me know if I missed some. I might have missed some, skimmed over them. And yeah, let me know. I'd love to see them, because as I said, I'm trying to check them all out. So drop them down in the comments below. Please drop a like and hit that subscribe button, or you will be a side character in the Final Destination franchise. And you don't want that. No, no, no. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Peace.